Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Denise Salcedo, and I am very excited to introduce to you my guest for today. She is none other than the lovely, the talented, All Elite Wrestling's very own TAY MELO. What's up, Ty?
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me.
I'm
I'm
so
very
happy.
good.
You're so cute, by the way. I've been like dying to like chat with you. So to finally get this opportunity, I'm like, hell yeah, like let's just run with it.
Hey, I'm super excited.
Yeah. So how are you doing right now? Like, what's the day looking like for you?
I'm doing good. I was studying till like 3 a.m., 3:30, and then I woke up a little bit late. But I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here talking to you. I don't really do like interviews. I don't do like interviews that much, but I'm super excited when they told me it was you. I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. She just got married. She looked beautiful. I saw your photos, your dancing moves. I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Well, same to you because that's what I was gonna say. I was like, oh my god, like I love how we kind of like I got married a couple days later. You got married, and it was just so fun. Like it was kind of like a little wedding season on Twitter or
Yes.
something.
Yes.
But before we get to the wedding stuff, you were up until like 3 a.m. studying. Like good for you on sleeping in. But like, what are you studying? Like, what's going on there?
So I never really talk about that stuff. Like I did not many people know, but I went to law school in Brazil. I
Sweet.
didn't finish. I did 4 years and a half, but then I had to come here and I had to make this decision: finish my school or come to US. And I was like, I'm gonna take the risk. I'm gonna go to US. So I didn't finish my school back then. And then I always wanted like to go back and do something, but I got like super busy wrestling and have had to learn English, so I never really did. So a little bit ago, I decided to go and then start studying like to be a nutrition coach. So
Sweet.
yeah, it's kind of like good for me because it not distract me, but like taking my head away from wrestling a little bit because I have my own life. So I have to like have something outside too. But yeah, it's been fun. But yesterday I had a test and it was like 3:30 a.m. and I'm studying and I'm doing it, but thank God everything went well.
But okay, first of all, you go, girl. Like, I'm so happy for you that you're going out there and you're pursuing this like additional thing. So not only are you like rocking it on like the entertainment side of things where you have your own life, as TAY MELO and you're on TV, but at the same time you're studying nutrition. I
Yeah.
almost thought, why didn't you decide to study law here?
So my goal in Brazil was kind of to be like kind of like the same thing as the FBI here, equivalent of it. So I never really wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to have law school because I need to have law school to go pursue the career that I wanted. And I was never really in love, with it. It was just something that I had to do to get in my like main goal. So I was like, nah, what do I really like? I like to work out. I like to have a good diet. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. It's time. So I'm super excited.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so cool. It's almost like what's meant to be, it's meant to be. You went an entirely different direction. And then, you're doing all of the stuff, in terms of like athletic type of stuff. But then you kind of found nutrition. And that's really cool. What are your goals with that? Like with nutrition, like what are your goals?
So after that, I want to go for like keep studying and do like to another course to be a personal trainer too. I want to combine everything and I want to learn like as much as I can and maybe like start my own business. For now, it's just more for like for me to learn. But who knows about the future? I feel like as a wrestler, our career is not that long. We need our bodies and then we get old, so I want to be prepared for like after wrestling.
Exactly. You want to make sure you have a plan in store. And I see it too. Like right when you were talking about it, I already envisioned the entire thing for you because I'm like, hell yeah, if there was an opportunity for Ty to essentially be the person coaching me to get like a bomb ass body and healthy and all of that, like sign me up.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so you're in school, you're studying, you're kicking ass every week on AEW. On top of that, you recently got married. So I do want to get all of like the little nitty gritty details in basically like your wedding day. Kind of like looking back at it, like what just tell us about it. How was it?
Being honest, it was the best day of my life ever. I know it's cliche, but like it really was. Like I was waiting for something to go wrong because I was talking with so many people and everybody was like, hey, don't worry if something goes wrong, not goes the way you want it to be. It's okay, just have fun, enjoy. So I was kind of like mentally prepared for something to go wrong, right? And it didn't. The day was just perfect. Like I was really nervous. Let me tell you, it was like worse than when I had like a special match. Like that was crazy. I couldn't sleep. And then in the morning, I remember Sam and I were driving, and then we forgot stuff. We had to stop to buy stuff for the cats. And then we were like, oh no, we have it. So there was a whole like, oh my God, we were so nervous. But once we got there, and then I saw everything like getting ready, and people was like making me comfortable, I was like, hell yeah, it's gonna be a great day. So I had an amazing day for real. Like it's crazy. That was the best day of my life. Like my whole decoration, the food, the people that were there. Like it was so special, so special. Couple people that, of course, I invited, but I was like, I don't know if they're gonna be able to make because they have a crazy schedule. Like Cody, Tony, like Dustin. I was like, I don't know if they're gonna be able to make. But when I saw, I was like, hell yeah! Like all my favorite people are here. So it was super fun.
I know. And, that's kind of like, it's so fun because you never know, right, who's going to make it, especially like you said, with those busy schedules. So,
Yeah.
what was it like to kind of, because I think one of the crazy things about weddings is that you get like all of the different aspects of your life coming together all in one place. It's like, oh, here's my wrestling life, and here's my family, and here are
Yeah.
my close friends from, way back. What was it like to kind of just have everybody there, like mixing and mingling and all of that?
It's crazy because like I was super upset because my family was not able to make, right, because visa and travel and stuff, we were trying so hard, but because of visa we were not able to get them here, which I was super upset, of course. But it's just an excuse to do a second wedding, and we're doing in Brazil. So
Oh my gosh, so you're going to have a second wedding?
yeah, because my
Oh
family
my
was not able
god.
to make it. I was like, I need to have another one. It's gonna be something smaller for sure, but
When do you think you're gonna do it?
what? Sorry.
When do you think you're gonna have the second wedding?
It's kind of depend on our schedule a little bit, but we're planning to do on December.
Oh
But
my
let's see if
gosh.
we're able to go there in December. I want to spend Christmas with my family. It's been like 6 years that I don't spend Christmas with them, so I want to do this year. And if everything goes like as planned, with wrestling, we cannot plan
Of course.
anything long term like that. But yeah, that's the main plan for now.
Do you get to see your family often?
Not really. Like this year was I was there like twice, but that was like the year that I saw them the most. I normally go once a year, but in pandemic, I was not going like I didn't go home for 2 years. So that was kind of hard. It is the hardest part, but we talk every day. My family loves Sammy more than they love me right now. So it's
That's
kind
good.
of
That's a good sign.
yeah. And then my dad calls every day. And the funniest thing is like they don't speak English, but they find a way to communicate with Sammy. It's insane.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. Now, I do want to ask you because I feel like the most intimate moment prior to like the big, celebration is that moment, Ty, that you have by yourself when you're about to walk down the aisle and, everybody's waiting for you. Everybody wants to see the dress. You know that your guy is waiting for you at the end. What was going through your mind moments before walking down the aisle?
It's crazy. I cried for the whole day. I forgot how to take pictures. My photographer was like, hey, stop crying. If you see my photos, I just got all the photos. So all the photos, I'm like, take like a deep breath, like all my photos. I don't have like too many cute photos, like laughing, like smiling, whatever, because I got so nervous. So once I was walking, first I was nervous because the ceremony was outside. And I was like, I really hope it doesn't rain. Like I was nervous. And it's Orlando. It's rained every 5 minutes. So we never know, but everything was cool. And then I remember I was walking and I saw the harpist. And then she was playing the music and I saw it and I'm like, oh my God, I just like mouth her like, thank you. And then she got so emotional. She sent me an email after. She was like, I can't believe it. You took the time. I was like, you were the first thing that I saw when I was walking. And then she like make me I don't know, she made me be calm. She's just like a beautiful person, like, and then I don't know, like she kind of made me be calm for some reason. It's just like kind of person that you look at her and then you're like, okay, everything's gonna be fine, you know? So I was super calm. And then I was like, okay, here we go. I'm about to get married. And then when I saw everybody, I started being nervous again.
It's awkward, right? Like in the beginning, like you don't know where to look because if your walkway is so long, you're like, do I look at the ground? Do I look up? Do I look at him? Do I look at the guest? Do I say hello? But
Yeah.
it's nice though that you did find, somebody to kind of give you a little bit of comfort because in that moment you're kind of like a little bit all over the place. You kind of got to get a little bit more centered. So one of the things that I kind of wanted to ask you because one of the conversations that I had with my husband was like we kind of after the wedding we talked about like our top 3 favorite moments. So I
Mhm.
kind of wanted to ask you, looking back at your wedding day, what were some of the top 3 moments to you that like really stood out?
I feel like for sure the first touch, because we did the first touch, like first look and
Oh
first
yeah, yeah.
before the ceremony, it was like really just the both of us and the photographer, of course, videographer, but like it was super special. We prayed together. And then I feel like this was one of the biggest moments for me. Of course, us dancing, like we had so much fun. We didn't plan like a dance or whatever, so we put it together as soon as we were about to go. And then I told like the bridesmaid and the groomsman was like, hey, just do this whenever I finish, just come and let's everybody have fun. So our first dance was like a little bit of Sammy and I, and then everybody together, because that's how we are. Of course, we love to be by ourselves and enjoy our moments, but like we're happy with the people that we love. So it was like really special for me too, the first dance. And damn, it's so many moments. It's hard to pick three, right? And I
Right,
feel like
exactly.
the ceremony was really special. Like when we were reading the vows to each other, I was trying not to cry because I already have a strong accent. If I start crying, nobody would understand.
They're like, I think she loves him. That's the big takeaway, right?
Yeah, so I was like, okay, just concentrate and be calm, don't cry, or nobody's gonna understand. Sam is not gonna understand you. And I was like, okay, but that was really special.
Oh my god, that's so incredible. I'm so happy for you. And like here's the thing, like you got like the full on package. You had the proposal in Paris, which is like so many like it's the dream, right? Then you
Mhm,
got the big wedding and all of this. I do want to ask you because things moved really fast with you and Sammy. Like when
mhm.
did you realize like he was the one and that you guys were going to get married, pretty quickly into the relationship?
I always say that like I'm a really intense person, right? I always chose to live like that. I feel like everything in my life happened so fast. Like my life in judo and then going to law school and then like losing the tryouts for the Olympics and then getting signed with WWE and then asking for my release and getting signed like not even 3 months after. Like everything in my life happens like this. I'm a type of person that it's like, what if I die tomorrow? I will do everything that I think it's necessary today. I will live my life. If I think this is gonna make me happy, I'm gonna go for it. I have no regrets, you know? So with Sammy, it was the same. I'm pretty sure everybody knows like the whole drama and then of 2021. And then I started like therapy since like I think it was 2012 in Brazil because I came from like a judo, right? So my life was always super stressful, like cutting weight and then tournaments. So I always like took care of my mental health. So I always thought that I was like a strong person mentally till I got into wrestling. I love wrestling, but man, it's tough. It is really tough, especially now. So the end of 2021, that was the whole drama that happened with me and Sammy. And then I was super upset because that was the best year of my career in wrestling. And then the end of the year, this whole drama happened. And then I really like was going through a hard time. And I didn't want to defend myself or anything because I was like, nothing that I say right now, people are gonna listen, they're gonna say whatever they want. But whenever I went to bed and I put my head in my pillow, I was like, I know who I am. I know what I did nothing wrong. And I was calm. I was like, I have nothing to worry about. This is just like people talking shit. And I always say, like, if you don't know me personally, I'm not gonna take it personally because you don't know me. You know the character that I play on TV. You know a little bit of my life. I don't put my life out there as everybody thinks I do. They just know whatever I wanted them to know, and they don't realize it, which is great. I'm doing my job well, you know. So that was the whole drama happened. I deactivated my Twitter. I never really talked about that before, so it's really good to put it out there right now. So I was like, what am I doing with my life with all of this? I was thinking a lot. And I was like, I'm doing whatever makes me happy. And I did nothing wrong. People was like making a lot of comments saying that, oh, do you think that Sam is not gonna do this to you? He did it with his ex. How do you live with that? I'm like, well, I live with that because he didn't do that. And I knew it. You know, like Sammy and Penn, she like they were in a relationship for 8 years. It's a life together. Every time that Sammy talks about her, and then every time we had a conversation about her or whatever, Sammy always talks about her with a lot of respect and love. They had a life together. I had a relationship before too for almost 8 years. We both had long relationships. Like we respect each other. You know, Sammy and her always had a good relationship, and they still have. It's like nobody needs to know that. I don't need to go on social media and put everything out there how people think that I need to do. You know, like after the whole drama, she was the one that like texts us to check on us. Hey, I saw everything that's happening. I hope you and Ty are okay. Blah 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 blah. I'm sorry. Like, you know, there's no reason. People just created a whole storyline, a whole drama for something that never happened. Really never happened. And then I saw a couple comments saying that I cheated on my ex too, which I was separated for a long time. My relationship was not as public as Sammy. So I never felt the need to put it out there. And I do whatever I want with my personal life, you know? So I was like, this is just bullshit. Excuse my language.
Oh, it's okay.
But I was like, nah, it's okay. It's gonna, you know, people are gonna forget about it. But I got really bad in here. Like my mental health was not doing okay. And then after couple days, a couple weeks, I was like, well, this is my job. This is the life that I chose to. So I need to deal with the consequences and then try to do my best. Everything like at home and everything in our personal life was going great. The relationship with Pam, like she was super nice. When we got engaged, she texted us too. You know, she was like, everybody's in a better space now because they had stuff that they need to do and everything else. So like they talk sometimes, and it's okay. It's an 8 years relationship. Same thing with mine. You know, people don't understand that. They like to look for like drama. And really, there was no drama at all. You
I,
know, which is unfortunately, but people like to talk shit. So it is what it is. But like,
Honestly, yeah, Ty, I like commend you on that because, obviously I saw the drama. I saw everything that was going down on Twitter and just the things that were being said. And, even afterwards, there's still people that, obviously, there's going to be people that say stuff like that. And I don't blame you whatsoever to, feel like you need to let it out because I feel like, at the end of the day, like you're right. Like there's, people only get certain pieces from social media and what they you just only have certain pieces, right? And then you put together a story that may or may not be true. So with you kind of saying this, how do you feel like kind of seeing like I almost feel like only time will tell the truth.
Yeah, for sure. And then we are all okay. We are all happy, and that's where it really matters. Like, she's doing good. We're happy. Like, it's okay. Like, we're human beings. Relationship ends. And I'm pretty sure, like, it was super hard for the four of us. We know we all had, like, relationships before. So, like, it was super hard. It's already hard to let it go, even when you know it doesn't work anymore. You just are used to this person, you love this person in a different way, so it is hard. And then people was trying to defend her or whatever, and then was making hard, like making bad comments. You're not helping, you're just like keeping poking like something that already hurts. But I'm glad that everything's okay now. People kind of like, they're still talking, but it's not that much, and we're okay, all of us in person, like in our personal life, we're happy. So that's what really matters.
I think in a way it was almost like you try to look at the bright side of things, right? Like try to find something good out of an ugly situation. And I
Mhm.
know that hearing all these people's voices and opinions, especially if they don't know you, it's not easy to see or hear. But in a
Mhm.
way, it's almost like you and Sammy kind of went through this obstacle. And it could have broken you guys, especially
Yeah.
given how early the relationship was. It could have broken you guys, and it didn't.
No, it didn't. I feel like Sammy and I, we were meant to be. It's crazy. He's really my best friend. Like before our relationship, we were really good friends. Like he helped me so much with like some stuff that I was going through. And then he was always there for me. I cried so much with him. And then like I think that's how we became this like force together, you know? So when he was going through his personal stuff, I was there for him too. And then we're just best friends. We really are. It's crazy. Like I feel, and we always say to each other, like nothing that happens outside our relationship can affect us, and it doesn't, because we just love each other. We have fun with each other, you know. It's like I don't need to dress up every day. I can be like with no makeup. And he's still like, hey, you're beautiful. Like Sam is just a lovely person. Like every day, every single day I wake up, he's saying like, I love you, you're beautiful, you can do whatever you want. He's so supportive and everything. And I know like right now we play this like character on TV, and people don't know how to differentiate things, right? And that was a thing that I decided to do. I embraced the hate. I was like, well, everybody hates us. Let's embrace it and use this for a career. And we did, you know? So I think like we get stronger every day. So I don't think that anything that happens outside will ever affect us.
And that's a sign of like this could last. This is going to be a thing, especially going through something like that. I can't even like it's a lot, right? And you really have to believe in yourself, trust your partner, and know that what you guys know to be the truth is what's going to essentially keep you moving forward. So I think that's awesome, Ty. Honestly, just knowing that like only time's going to continue to like strengthen your relationship, and you guys are going to enjoy your marriage and all of that. With
Yeah.
that being said, I did want to ask you, what was the first date like? How was that like with you and Sammy? Like, how was that?
Trampoline park.
A trampoline park?
Yeah, that does. We like to go to like arcade games, trampoline park, movies. Like that's really who I am. Like I always had like the need to put out there that I was like just sexy and like fit or whatever. That's a image that like of course I feel like I need to be, but that's not who I am like in real life. I don't like to dress up. I don't like to put makeup on. I don't like to brush my hair. I like to put a t-shirt and go to the movies and go to arcades. So like Sammy's like perfect for that because he's just like me. We are kind of like two kids that got together, you know? So I feel like we have this good, like really good relationship.
And I like based on what I've seen on social media, I'm always looking at your pictures and I'm like, they're always out having fun, being so adventurous. You're always in different parts of the world. I just think it's absolutely phenomenal. So seriously, Ty, I honestly wish you guys nothing but the best. I met Sammy briefly a couple moons ago, I think back in 2017. He was a really, really nice guy. But let's go ahead and jump into AEW and talk a little bit about some of your work because we need to applaud some of the stuff that you have done because I want to bring up the fact that you you were voted the most improved in the 2021 Wrestling Observer Newsletter Awards. And for you, to going to AEW, after leaving WWE and getting with AEW, so relatively right when the company really just started, when they were getting their footing, right? And from there on, you worked your way until you just kept improving and doing all of this. So I do want to ask you, what has it meant to you to be part of AEW, and then also to see the fans recognize your improvement?
I feel like was truly the best time of my life, right? Being signed and have this opportunity, it was like just crazy. Like my first match on Dynamite was against Nyla, and I was really crying. It was not like I'm putting an act here. I was really crying because I really got like real emotional. I was like, I didn't know if I would have the chance to do this again, and I did. So 2020, I was like starting putting matches out there, trying to get my name out there. And then 2021 was like the best year of my career. I had the most matches in the entire roster. Like, it was crazy. I was working so freaking hard. All the matches that I had, everything that I learned, I had the opportunity like to have match with Serena, which is like someone that I admire so much. A pro, like a vet in wrestling that knows so much, like her psychology, the way that she puts match together. Like everything about Serena is amazing, and being able to work with her in the ring was something really special for me. Like my match against Shida is one of my favorite matches ever. I want to do again and again and again because we had such a good chemistry. Like both of us, we're not from here. We English is not our main language. We found our way to communicate and to put a good match together. Like it's just so good to work with like so many people that I like and I admire, that like I was just grateful.
That is so cool. And when you first started AEW back in 2020, and to now, like, we're almost going into 2023, the company has grown tremendously. When you first started, did you ever think that, things would blow up as big as it did? And then for you to constantly be somebody who's always being featured, whether you were teaming with Anna, whether you were part of the Dark Order, whether, your championship opportunity at Full Gear, and then now being part of the Jericho Appreciation Society.
So I feel it's like I didn't know what to expect, right? It was like a new word for me. All I knew back then was WWE, which I never knew it before I was signed. So I was constantly like changing and learning and having a new word to learn about. So I never knew what to expect, but like the feeling that I had when I got there was so good. Like I remember Cody and Brandy treating me so well, Tony treating me so well when I got there. Like everybody was like just being so nice. I was like, damn, this is different. This is gonna be big, And then the company grew so much, so much. And I was trying to looking for my space and working hard, There's something that I really think that Tony does really well. It's like trying to keep people on TV. We just have 3 hours of TV a week, and we have like an entire roster. It's crazy. It's not enough time, but I feel like that Tony does a really good job trying to keep like everybody there. Like it's a circle. Sometimes it's going to be your time, and then sometimes it's somebody else's time, but like I'm super grateful because I feel like 2021, I was having a great time. I was in like every pay-per-view. So it's like, okay, that was my moment to grow and I took the opportunity really well, right? But right now it's somebody else's moment and this is okay, but I'm not sitting in catering doing nothing. Tony found a way to keep me on TV, which I appreciate so much. I know I'm not having like title matches. I'm not involved like in like crazy storylines and stuff because that's not my moment. It's somebody else. Like people need opportunity. Other people need opportunity too. And then him like thinking about me and trying to keep me on TV even when I'm supposed to be on my lows. It's just something really special. So I took the opportunity and I'm doing my best, like with like Jericho, being able to work with him and learn from him. And then like being in storylines that like I'm not the main person in the storyline, but I still putting my face out there, my name out there, so people still know about me. My name is still like growing. So like it's just crazy how I feel like that Tony does a great job doing this.
Exactly. And that's also, something that, there is criticism when it comes to that, especially with the women's division. There's always people that are like, talking about how, there needs to be more for the women. And, while I feel like I personally feel like you could agree on so many of those arguments, but I want to get your perspective, being part of the women's division in AEW. How do you feel about, you kind of already spoke about that a little bit, but focusing more on the women, how do you feel about it?
I felt like in the beginning, it's everything's a learning, right? We don't know like how things are gonna go. And then the beginning was like, okay, we have one match. And then things was growing. We were proving ourselves and things are getting better. Like now we have Madison as a coach, like we have Serena, we have so many special people that can help us, which we're gonna get better. And then we're gonna have more time on TV. It's just like a learning, growing process. Of course, I will always like, yeah, we need more, we deserve more. I will always fight for the girls, always, no matter what. But like, we're growing, we're getting there. I feel like we're in a way better place right now. And then if you look at it, like every show now, you see a bunch of people like the next pay-per-view match. Unfortunately, like Rosa got hurt, and then we had 4 girls in one match. So it's opportunity. It's more girls, more people. So like I think that we're doing a good job, and things are getting better and better and better, and then we're gonna grow no matter what.
That's really awesome. Is there anybody like, what would you describe like, is there anybody, you mentioned Madison Rain, because obviously, she just came in as a coach. You mentioned Serena Deeb. Is there anybody that you kind of feel is really like out there and part of the women's division that is like helping motivate, helping teach some of the other girls that are newer, etc.? Anybody that you feel is like really making sure to go out of their way to do that?
Mhm. I feel like we all do that in our own way, right? So I think everybody has a little bit of it in their different ways. Like I really love Shira. Shira doesn't really like talk that much, but by watching Shira, I feel I learn a lot. I feel she brings so much to the table. So I feel like we do that in different ways. Like Serena is someone that like I asked for feedback. It's someone that was a coach before when I was working in PC, like in WWE. And then it's someone that I already look at her as a coach. So I have like this different like vision, with her. Now Madison, I talked to her, such a sweetheart. Someone that I was already like after my match was like, hey, if you have anything, please let me know. Talk to me, help me out. That's how I learn because she has so much to offer, so much like that she brings to the table. And I think like we all like have this in different ways.
I think that's really cool, especially because you guys all come from different backgrounds. All of the different experiences that you've had. Like you look at the roster, and it's a very vast roster with all of the different women having different stories. So I think that's really awesome. I still want to, I feel like I can talk to you forever. I have like a
Let's
million
do it.
questions.
Let's keep
Yeah,
talking. I like
I'm
to
like, I
talk.
feel like I
So
have a million questions
apologize.
for you here. I love it. I do. Before we get into like the lightning round portion of the game, I do want to ask you about your like, your goals within AEW. Some of the things that like you want to accomplish, things you want to either do or get better at, or just like all of that.
I feel like I have so many. I always want more and more and more. Like short term, right now, I just changed my name, which for me is like it's a restart. Like everybody knows, like my last name was my ex last name. I got married, but I never really had a wedding. So I saw a couple comments about this too, like, oh, she got married before. I never had a wedding. I had pictures in Brazil because I was modeling too. So I had some pictures back in Brazil with my ex because the model that was supposed to do the photo shoot with got sick. So I never had a wedding before. I got married in US and I just signed the papers because we were here and then I want him to be here with me. That was like I had this long relationship. So I never had a wedding. And then I never changed my name legally. I just put his name on my work name. So I was like, well, it doesn't make sense to have his name. I gotta change it. So I put my real last name, and then my short goal right now is putting my new name out there and work on it and try to like rebrand myself with that. This is my first like main goal. And then I want to go back, of course, for the title picture, but more than that, I want to like keep learning. I want to keep growing, like keeping working with people that bring so much to the table. Like I want to work Tony Storm. I want to work Sheeta again. I want to work Thunder Rosa. I want to work Brit again. Brit was like one of my favorites match too. You know, she brings so much when she's on the mic. She's a beast on the mic. Like it's just I want to learn. I think that's my main goal all the time. I want to do my best and keep growing.
And that's the thing, like we've already seen that you can do that, and it's honestly only the beginning for you, Ty. And you know, I love that you kind of spoke about your last name and everything, and it's honestly it's an opportunity, like you said, to rebrand yourself, to rebrand yourself. And I feel like, even like just somebody like Chris Jericho, who is known for always constantly reinventing himself, and that's only helped his career like even get better. And I feel like that's obviously something that you can take inspiration from, where you can find like, okay, who was Ty Conti before? How do we, kind of elevate that and grow that 10 times better, like, or bigger, than I was before. So I feel like you have a real opportunity here just to continue building on what you've already started, which is so awesome. So Ty, we are going to go ahead and move into our lightning round game. I love this because even though I called it the lightning round game, you take your time, you answer however you please, but I just ask you 10 random questions about yourself and you just give me the details.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. You're always traveling. What are your top 3 favorite places you've been to?
Okay, Paris, because it was super special. I love to go back to Brazil every time because I see my family and I have such like a great time. And the third one, I had a great experience every time I went to Cancun. Mexico is like my third home, I would say.
I love all of those picks, and Cancun is amazing. Like Isla Mujeres, all of that. Oh, so nice.
I want to go there every week. Let me tell you, I have time off. I want to go there.
Hey, girl, hit me up. I will go to Cancun too.
Go trip. Let's
go. Hell yeah. Question number 2. If you weren't a wrestler, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
I would be in judos too, for sure. Like being an athlete is my life. I was born to do that. I was born to represent my country. I'm doing this since I was 7 years old. So I for sure would be in judo right now.
Awesome. And question number 3, if you had an all-girl rock band, who'd you pick as your 3 other bandmates? And they can be anybody, celebrity, best friends, wrestlers, people from the past, people from the present, anybody.
Damn, I would say I would have Nyla. Dude, Nyla is the best. Let me tell you, awesome. All her tweets and that, a badass and a funny person. I need to have Nyla with me. She will defend me and she's gonna make me laugh. So I would Nyla. I would have my sister because she's my best friend. I need her with me. I feel safe around her. She's like younger than me, but I'll say she's older because she's way more responsible. And I would have my little sister. Like aww. She's adopted, but like she's my baby. And like we took her, my family got her when she was 2 months. And she's our baby, our like inspiration, my motivation to keep growing, doing better in life. So I can show her that like you can have a better life no matter where you come from.
Oh my God, I love that. That's so awesome. And there's nothing like a sisterly bond, a sisterly love. It's not replaceable. It's irreplaceable. Question number 4. What's the one item you must always have stocked in your kitchen?
Ooh, in my kitchen. I'm a bad person cooking. I don't cook. I don't have much in my kitchen, but candies.
Yes. Any particular flavors or brands or anything like that?
I would say like Bis is a type of like chocolate. It's a brand from Brazil. I love it.
I feel you. I feel you. We all got to have that one thing. Question number 5. Where did you go on your first date ever?
My first date ever. I don't remember. Like with Sammy, we went to a trampoline park, but like my first date ever, I don't remember.
You're like, I already forgot about all those others in the
Yeah, I
past.
don't
They're
remember.
done. Question number 6. What's something people would be shocked to know about you?
Ooh. Okay, I feel I'm really like, what's the right word? I'm really silly, and I feel people don't get to know this part of me. I'm always like, Sammy always say that. He was like, when you showed me this like silly part of you, I was shocked because I'm really silly. Like I make face, I make jokes, like, but I need to feel like really comfortable with the person that I am with.
I love that. Question number 7. If one actress could play you in a movie, who would it be?
Damn, that's hard. Uh, I don't know. I don't know this one. First, because I'll be honest with you, I'm bad with names. I don't.
I feel you. I feel you.
I'm really bad with names, like to memorize names, like movie names, actors. I don't know. I'm not gonna embarrass myself here with that. I already did it, but let's keep this going.
Well, let's see if you can answer this one. If you could star in any movie, any role, which would it have been?
Damn.
I'll take any answer. If not, we'll just make it something else.
Oh my god. I don't know. I'm embarrassed now. I have no idea.
Hey, it just gives you homework. You can think about it afterwards.
Yeah,
But
I promise I will. And it happens all the time. Like people ask, like, "What's your favorite movie?" And I'm like, "Where is Sammy? Sammy, the one that we watched 2 days ago. What's the name of it?" I never know.
you know
My
what's
bad.
funny? In a day from now or 2 days from now, you're gonna see something, be like, "Damn it! I should have said that as my
Oh,
answer."
what? Always happen. I was like, that was the name. It was so easy. How did I forget? My bad. My bad. I'll work on it. I promise.
No worries. Question number 9. What's the coolest thing you've ever done outside of wrestling?
Outside of wrestling, ooh, so many things. I feel like traveling the world, like, it's a great thing that I learned so much, like, about different cultures. I'm curious. I'm super curious. I love to learn another language. Like, I'm on my way. I want to start like learn Italian now. I already started, but I kind of pulled off a little bit. I'm going back. Like, I love to learn about different cultures.
I love that. And question number 10, last question. Describe the best date night.
Netflix, popcorn, wine, Sammy and my cats.
Perfect. Well said. Ty, I absolutely love chatting with you. Seriously, I feel like we can chat all day. Um, honestly, you're awesome. And I honestly wish you nothing but the best in both like with you and Sammy, and then also everything that you're doing in AEW. I'm going to see you hopefully at All Out and all of that. But before we go, please let the people know where they can find you, where they can follow you, and all of that good stuff.
First, thank you so much. I do talk a lot. I
I
don't
know, I
usually do
love
that
it.
much, but I talk a lot. Like I forget about the cameras that we can be here talking for the whole day. So I apologize.
No,
Thank
please
you so
don't. It makes my job easier.
thank you so much for the opportunity. Like I hope we can do that more times, or we can go to have like dinner together, and just talk and have fun together. Get to know each other better. Your wedding was beautiful. Congratulations. Wish you the best. All the happiness in the world. You're super sweet. So thank you so much. And I'm changing all my social medias. So my Twitter already changed. So now I'm going as TAY MELO. And then my Instagram is about to change. So keep an eye open, you all. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys.
Perfect. I'm going to post all of the links where you guys can follow Ty in the comment section, in the description section below. Other than that, we'll see you guys next time. Do not miss All Out this coming weekend on September 4th. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.